STOP. If you're on Centrelink or get any government payments, you need to hear this now. What you see online about emergency extra money might be a scam, but there is REAL help you could be missing that could put hundreds of dollars in your pocket today. Stay tuned, because I'm going to show you exactly who qualifies, how much you could get, and how to claim it safely before it's too late. You won't want to miss a second of this. It could change your finances immediately. Hey, before we dive in, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. This channel is just for people like you. I'm sharing these tips and updates personally, so you won't get this anywhere else. I'll be uploading more videos on this topic soon, so subscribing now makes sure you don't miss a single update. Come join our community. It's all for you. You may have seen posts or messages online claiming that Centrelink is giving out emergency extra money, bonus payments, or cash relief payments. People might say you can get something like $750, $1,800, even $4,100 just for holding a pension or benefit. It can sound very tempting, but in many cases, especially when those claims come from random social media ads or unofficial websites, they are false. Centrelink warns strongly that any one-off bonus or new extra payment offered by websites that are not official are almost always scams. When something sounds too good, or when you see payments like $1,800 bonus, cost of living payment, or cash relief promising to pad your pension or benefit, treat it with caution. Those extra payments usually don't exist. So what is real? There are legitimate extra payments or support packages from Centrelink, but these come only under specific, serious circumstances. One main pathway is called crisis payment. This is not a routine holiday bonus or cost of living grant. It is an emergency, one-off payment meant to help people who have just experienced a serious crisis that has thrown them into severe hardship and distress. For example, you may qualify for crisis payment if you have recently suffered from domestic or family violence and had to leave your home to seek safety. Or if you were forced out because of a natural disaster, like a flood, fire, or community-level emergency, and returning home is not safe at the moment. It also applies to some very specific legal or humanitarian situations, such as if you were in prison or psychiatric confinement for some time and have just been released, or if you have just arrived in Australia as a humanitarian entrant on a qualifying visa. When you get a valid crisis payment, it is a one-time, non-taxable lump sum. It does not permanently raise your benefit amount. It just acts as emergency support at a moment of crisis. The amount depends largely on what benefit you are already receiving, often called the base rate. The crisis payment equals roughly 1 week's base payment of your regular benefit or pension. That means there is no fixed one-size-fits-all bonus. If your regular payment is modest, the crisis payment will be modest. If your regular benefit is higher, the crisis payment will reflect that. Because benefits and pensions vary widely among people, including job seeker, disability support pension, age pension, and youth allowance, the actual dollar amount you get differs depending on your situation. The important point is that crisis payment is not some huge free bonus just given to everyone. It is emergency help for people in real distress or crisis. Also, crisis payment is not ongoing. It is a one-time payment per crisis event. If you go through multiple serious crises, for example, 2 separate instances of domestic violence or 2 separate disasters, then in theory, you may be eligible for a crisis payment for each event, but only if each qualifies under the rules. Because this payment is meant only for serious hardship, there are rules about timing. Usually, you need to contact Centrelink quickly after the incident. For example, within about 7 days of leaving your home if you had to escape violence or soon after a disaster. Acting quickly is important to get the payment approved. Because of all this, any broad claim that Centrelink is giving $1,800 to everyone with a pension is almost always false or based on outdated or misleading information. Many earlier payments, or emergency relief payments that happened during past crises, like during the COVID-19 pandemic, are now finished. In recent years, governments have sometimes introduced special payments for pandemic-related hardship or disaster relief. But as of now, many of those special payments have ended. So if you see a message on social media claiming Centrelink Emergency Alert, new cash bonus $1,800, or one-time payment for all pensioners, the safest approach is to treat that as very likely a scam. Official announcements, if legitimate, always come from Centrelink or Services Australia through their real websites or through your official account. If you are going through something serious, such as losing your home to a disaster, fleeing violence, or arriving on a humanitarian visa, then you may be eligible for crisis payment. In that case, you should act as soon as possible, report your situation, and apply. But you should not expect a large random bonus, and you should not trust social media promises. Ultimately, Centrelink's support system is designed to help people in hardship, but it is not a blank check. There are rules, eligibility, and procedures. The extra help under real emergency crisis circumstances may be a helpful short-term boost, but it isn't a long-term financial windfall, and it isn't automatic for everyone. Knowing the difference between what is real and what is fake is very important to avoid scams and wasted time. It's important to understand that these payments are carefully targeted. They are not designed to give everyone extra money. They are meant to be safety nets in situations where people really need support. This means that if someone is claiming widespread emergency money for all Centrelink recipients, it is almost certainly incorrect. Being cautious and checking with official sources before believing any alert or sharing information is the safest approach. Even if the payments seem small, for those who qualify, they can make a significant difference in managing an urgent situation. The purpose of crisis payment is to help people cover immediate needs such as food, shelter, and basic living costs when an unexpected crisis strikes. These payments are not meant to replace regular benefits, but to provide short-term relief when normal support is not enough. Remember that Centrelink also provides other forms of assistance in emergencies, like advance payments or urgent payments for certain beneficiaries. These are not extra money in the long term, but allow people to receive part of their regular entitlement sooner if they are facing hardship. Being aware of these options and knowing how to access them can help people manage difficult times without falling for fake alerts. It is crucial to always verify any information about Centrelink payments through official channels. Do not click on random links, and do not provide personal information to unofficial sources. Using your MyGov account and checking the Services Australia website directly ensures that the information is correct and your personal data is safe. In conclusion, the concept of a Centrelink emergency alert promising cash bonuses is mostly a myth when it comes from unofficial sources. The legitimate options, like crisis payment or emergency advances, are real but strictly regulated, available only to people in specific situations of hardship. Understanding this distinction can save people from scams, confusion, and disappointment. Those who truly qualify for emergency support should apply promptly, while everyone else should remain cautious and informed.